Azure Lane and Arknights have been some very popular mobile games that many people have come to enjoy. Now, thing is though, is that cancel culture has struck yet again because Kayano Ai has been removed from the games because she went and visited a shrine. Yeah, it's absolutely absurd. Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have a better tomorrow. Well, as you can clearly see, yet again, cancel culture. Ugh, the one terrible thing that I think that does exist that should not exist has come after a very popular VA, which was Kayano Ai. Now, she voiced as many characters in Azure Lane and Arknights. I mean, she had a pretty big amount of characters that she was voicing as. Not only that, but she's also a very popular voice actress in Japan. So, we're going to get into all of this, like what the whole big issue was and why she got attacked. Because this story is absolutely ridiculous. So, this article is by Niche Gamer. Report, Ai Kayano, voice and credit removed from Azure Lane and Arknights after Chinese outcry. So, starting off, voice actress Ai Kayano has been removed from Azure Lane and her credit in Arknights after outcry from Chinese players of her visit to a controversial memorial. Kayano's previous roles in anime have included Darkness in Konosuba, Shiro in No Game No Life, Sayori Takabe in Girls und Panzer, Alice Zuberg in Sword Art Online, Alicization, and many more. So she's a very popular VA. In video games, she has voiced Yashota in Final Fantasy XIV, Yomi in the Senran Kagura series, Ophelia Clement in Octopath Traveler, and many more. This also includes several mobile games such as Grand Blue Fantasy, Ray Golden Knight, Pokemon Masters Erica, Arknights Platinum, Fate Grand Order, Mirasaki Shikabu, Azure Lane, Kage, Atago, Renown, Grev Zeppelin, Fire Emblem Heroes, Gunthra, and Girls Frontline, Car 98K, NTW20, 5TG11. It's these roles that soon may be in danger, however. And, I mean, you know, this is how cancel culture works. Once it starts somewhere, it continues to spread. It's like a disease, and they will make sure to keep coming after you until there's nothing left. I mean, obviously, this is horrible. And, you know, she didn't do anything wrong. You'll see what I mean. On February 11th, Kayano had reportedly stated on YouTube that she visited the Yasukuni Shrine and described it as comfortable and having plenty of fresh air. The controversy arises from the shrine being dedicated to those who died in service to Japan, from civilians to military. While this initially included those who died in the Bushin War, 1868 to 1869, to the First Indochina War, 1946 to 1954, it later included all those who served in defense of Japan, including those later found guilty of war crimes at the International Military Tribunal for the Far East. According to Wikipedia, out of over 2 million contained in the shrine's Book of Souls, 1,068 were convicted of war crimes from World War II, 14 of them as Class A war criminals, or those committing crime against peace. The enshrinement of a soul at the shrine is entirely under the purview of the Shinto priesthood at the shrine, and all signs point to it being permanent and irreversible. So, this continues. Chinese internet users were outraged, with Chinese tabloid The Global Times reporting via This Week in Asia, there were demands on Chinese social media to withdraw programs she had appeared or voiced in. The zero tolerance over the issue has echoed by one animation fan who spoke to the Global Times. Political issues cannot be compromised, they reportedly stated. How could she still want the Chinese market without respecting Chinese fans? Others had spoke out in defense of Kayano, however, even on Global Times' own website, suggesting it was an overreaction or even throwing a tantrum over offense that was not intended. Which obviously sounds like an overreaction because it's not like she intentionally went to offend people. But this continues to state, it's worth pointing out some have objected to Kayano's actions in order to obtain social credit. In short, social credit in China grants perks for good citizens, access to better schools for your children, and restrictions on bad citizens, publicly named and shamed or banned from using public transport. Regardless, Kayano later removed her video and tweet on visiting the shrine. Oh, God, of course. It would either be A, some people have probably actually taken real offense to this, or B, some of them just jumped in on the ones who actually were offended, and they were only doing this so that they could look good in their overlord's eyes. Oh, God, of course. And then, of course, they all just jump in, and this leads to her getting canceled. I mean, seriously, this is absolutely ridiculous. But, of course, leave it to China, of all places, to have, oh, yes, agree with us. We'll give you good perks. Don't agree with us, and you're going to be shamed and banned from public transportation. It's ridiculous. It's awful. I mean, it's either A, you lick China's boots, or B, you get the boot. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. Now, there might have been real outrage by some of these people. That might have been something that actually happened. And then, of course, some people may have just jumped in to, as I said, get the good credit, on social media. Because, like I said, they gotta lick the boots for good, I guess you could say perks in their own country. I mean, that's absurd. And it all results in, Kayano Ai getting canceled. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, there's no reason. She didn't do anything wrong. She just went to visit the Yasukuni Shrine. And now, the tweet with the video in it, it's deleted and everything. Like, this is just ridiculous. Just going visiting a shrine, and then you just get attacked over it. Like, it's so dumb. It shouldn't be happening. So, the Yasukuni Shrine is a Shinto shrine in central Tokyo that commemorates Japan's war dead. The shrine was founded in 1869 with the purpose of enshrining those who have died in war for their country and sacrificed their lives to help build the foundation for a peaceful Japan. The spirits of about 2.5 million people who died in Japan in the conflicts accompanying the Meiji Restoration, in the Satsuma Rebellion, the First Sino-Japanese War, the Russo-Japanese War, the First World War, the Manchurian Incident, the Second Sino-Japanese War, and the Pacific War are enshrined at Yasukuni Shrine in form of written records which note name, origin, and date in place of death of everyone enshrined. And out of this, though, there was apparently 14 A-class war criminals that were enshrined in this, and apparently that's the issue. Because it says a political controversy surrounds Yasukuni Shrine because since 1978, 14 Class A war criminals have been among the 2.5 million people enshrined at Yasukuni. Furthermore, the official visits by several Japanese prime ministers and cabinet members to the shrine since 1975 have been causing concerns regarding a violation of the principle of separation of church and state. Next to the shrine building stands the Yushukan, a large museum that commemorates Japan's wars from a conservative Japanese perspective with detailed information in English. Around the shrine grounds stand hundreds of cherry trees, including Tokyo's representative cherry tree that is used by the meteorological agency to pronounce the official opening of the blossoms in the city. So the only little bit of controversy here apparently is the 14 Class A war criminals. That's what they're upset about, it seems. I think that's a bit ridiculous. Like I said, this is not a reason to cancel somebody. This is not a reason to go, oh look, you went to a shrine. Oh man, that's disrespectful. Well, we gotta cancel you because there were war criminals here. Like, that's, God. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, this is just dumb. I mean, there's no reason for her to lose her job. And the problem here is that once it starts, well, you better believe they're going to start trying to go for more. This is the problem with cancel culture, because when it starts one spot, like I said, it's like a disease. It spreads until it just takes over everything you have. It tries to take that all away from you. And there is also concern here because this was stated as well. The Azure Lane subreddit also claimed that her voice was removed from the game entirely, affecting her characters and their alternative forms, users noting while this may come to English and Chinese versions of the game, Japanese fans are likely to riot if it occurs with their version. I mean, it shouldn't happen at all. There's no reason that she should be losing her job. Like I said, you know, this has taken away her job from the game, from being a voice actress for that game. I mean, this is horrible. This is disgusting. And then, of course, also, like, there were 18 ship girls I was told about that were removed from the Chinese version of the game as well. And I think there was, like, some, like, alternative forms, I believe, that were also taken away from the game. I had heard a few things about that. But, I mean, you know, oh, this is terrible. I mean, and I really feel for Kayano Ai because, you know, she didn't do anything wrong. But because she went to visit a shrine that has some controversial history behind it, well, now it's made her lose some of her jobs. And, I mean, this is just awful. I mean, it really is. Whether some of these people that were really outraged or not, you know, where some of them might have actually been doing this for good credit in China, which is ridiculous. This is just a dumb thing that happened. It should not have happened. And, you know, I can only imagine what's going to happen if they remove this from the English version of the game, especially the Japanese version with all the fans that she has. Oh, that would be a very bad conflict. All I can hope is the best for Kayano Ai, and she didn't deserve to lose these roles in these games. But anyways, let me know what you think about this entire situation down below. Subscribe to the channel if you were new here, and make sure you were still subscribed because YouTube is unsubscribing people from all their favorite channels, so make sure you were still subscribed to all your favorite channels. Hit the video with a like, and also be sure to share the video on social media, spread the word, and get it out there. It's greatly appreciated, and it really helps out the channel a lot. Also, be sure to follow me on both Discord and Minds. We have a wonderful community there. Not only that, but it will keep you up to date on when the newest videos will be released, as well as any other upcoming events in the near future, so be sure to follow me on both Discord and Minds. The links are in the description down below. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today, and remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow can always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you, and have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.